Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we step back more than a century into one of the most unforgettable nights in human history. It is April 1912, and the grandest ship ever built is crossing the cold waters of the North Atlantic. The RMS Titanic, a symbol of human ambition and engineering excellence, carries thousands of dreams, hopes, and families searching for a new beginning. Among the passengers is a mother traveling with her young child. Like many others aboard the ship, she believes she is safe. The Titanic feels like a floating city, filled with beautiful rooms, elegant dining halls, music, laughter, and the promise of reaching a new world. The mother walks through the magnificent corridors with her child holding her hand tightly. The walls shine with polished wood, golden decorations, and soft electric lights. Everywhere around them, passengers are enjoying the luxury of the ship, unaware that their lives are about to change forever. The child looks around with wonder. For a young mind, the Titanic is not just a ship. It is a magical place filled with endless discoveries. The mother smiles, trying to make the journey a memory her child will always remember. As the night becomes colder, the ocean grows darker. Outside, the Titanic continues moving through the silent waves. The stars shine above the ship, creating a peaceful scene that hides the danger waiting ahead. At 11:40 p.m., the unimaginable happens. The ship strikes an iceberg in the freezing waters of the Atlantic Ocean. A powerful impact shakes the massive vessel. At first, many passengers do not understand what has happened. Some believe it is only a small problem that will quickly be solved. But the mother feels something is wrong. She looks into her child's eyes and immediately understands that this is no ordinary moment. The laughter in the corridors slowly disappears. Crew members begin moving quickly. Confusion spreads throughout the ship. The mother grabs her child's coat and holds their hand. Her own fear grows, but she refuses to show panic. In that moment, her only thought is protecting her child. The corridors that were once filled with elegance are now filled with worried voices and hurried footsteps. Passengers search for information. Some refuse to believe the Titanic could actually sink. Others begin praying, hoping for a miracle. The mother follows the crowd toward the lifeboats. The cold air surrounds them as they reach the upper decks. She sees the dark ocean stretching endlessly around the ship. The reality becomes impossible to ignore. The Titanic, once considered unbeatable, is slowly disappearing into the freezing sea. Around her, families are separated, and heartbreaking decisions are being made. The limited number of lifeboats creates fear and uncertainty. The mother holds her child closer, promising that everything will be okay, even though she does not know what will happen next. Her voice remains calm. She tells her child stories to distract them from the chaos. She talks about home, about sunny days, and about the future they will have together. Every word is a small piece of hope in a moment of darkness. As the ship tilts deeper into the ocean, the mother places her child first. She gives comfort, warmth, and courage when she needs it the most herself. The sounds of the Titanic slowly change. The music fades into the cold night. The once magnificent ship becomes a symbol of tragedy and human emotion. In the final moments before the ship disappears beneath the waves, the mother looks around at the faces of strangers. People who were once passengers on a journey are now connected by the same fear and the same hope for survival. She holds her child tightly and steps into the lifeboat, leaving behind the ship that carried so many dreams. As the lifeboat moves away, the mother looks back at the Titanic. The enormous vessel that seemed impossible to destroy is now becoming part of history. The freezing ocean becomes silent again. Hours later, rescue arrives. The mother and child survive, but the memory of that night stays with them forever. They remember the fear, the uncertainty, and the incredible strength found in a mother's love. The Titanic disaster was not only a story about a ship. It was a story about people. About courage, sacrifice, and the powerful bond between parents and children. More than 100 years later, the story of Titanic continues to remind us that behind every name, every passenger list, and every historical record, there were real human beings with dreams, families, and loved ones. And among those thousands of stories, one of the most powerful will always be the story of a mother who protected her child when the world around them was falling apart. Because in the darkest moments of history, love can become the greatest source of hope.